And now, your 2018 Alaska Riverwatch update.
Hi, my name is Selena Van Breukelen. I'm a hydrologist at the National Weather Service. I'm on the Alaska Weather Show today talking about our breakup forecast for 2018. Breakup is the process of when we move from the snow-covered and ice-filled winter river conditions to when that snow and that ice melts and we move into a summer ice-free condition. It represents a time where many rivers are vulnerable towards flooding, and this is our 2018 forecast. So the first thing we're going to look at when we examine flooding potential is the snowpack. This is a snowpack map of Alaska. It was taken on April 1st. What we can see here is any of the locations which are in the blue or the dark blue are going to be above normal snowpack. So we have quite a bit of snow in the northwestern side of the state. We have the Kobuk, the Koyukuk, the Seward Peninsula, down through the middle of Yukon, into the Tanana and the eastern Alaska Range, and also the Copper River Basin. That northwest through southeast section of the state has well above average snowpack. Also along the Canadian border, we have normal snowpack. That's going to be the 40-mile country, close to Eagle, also the eastern side of the Wrangels. We have below normal snowpack on the Kenai Peninsula, as well as the western Susitna, down through southeast Alaska. The next thing we look at when we evaluate breakup flooding potential is the amount of ice that's in the channel, or the April ice thicknesses. What we can see here is we have normal to below normal ice thickness. That's because we've had relatively mild temperatures throughout the winter, as well as a little bit of snowpack in order to insulate the ice cover. So looking, we've got 80% of normal in the YK Delta, up through 80% of normal on the North Slope, 50% of normal through the Brooks Range, 80 to 100% of normal in the Fairbanks area, 100% of normal in Eagle, as well as 100% of normal in the south central Alaska, the Anchorage Kenai area, and 110% of normal in the Wrangels. So normal to below normal ice thickness throughout the state. Looking into the forecast, what we're predicting as far as temperatures for warm-up, trying to kick off the breakup process. For the middle of April, we have a greater than normal chance of warmer temperatures, especially in the western side of the state. Most decidedly, the YK Delta has the greatest chance of above normal temperatures, and there is some indication of above normal chances of warmer temperatures as far north as Barrow. There's some tilt towards colder temperatures for points north and east of Fairbanks, so for the Porcupine area, for the eastern Brooks Range. We're not predicting any significant precipitation for the middle of April. That doesn't mean there's not going to be any snow or rain, but it's probably not enough to be appreciable to make any changes to the snowpack. Then looking a little bit further down through the last part of April into early May, there's quite a tilt for warmer than average temperatures across the state. And then once again, still staying consistent with that below normal chances of precipitation. For our flood outlook potential, we're expecting a higher chance of snowmelt flooding for the locations which have the high snowpack. So that was the northwestern side of the state down through the southeast. So that's going to be your Koyukuk, Seward Peninsula, Middle Yukon, Eastern Alaska Range, Copper River basins. One thing of note is the Chena Basin has above normal snowpack. It's near record levels, so that increases the potential that the Moose Creek Flood Control Project would operate. That doesn't mean that Fairbanks will be flooded. It means that the operation of the dam sometimes causes groundwater issues in the North Pole area. And putting this all together, we have normal to well above normal snowpack across most of the state, with the exception of south central and southeast. We have normal to below normal ice thickness, just because the winter hasn't been bitterly cold and there's been some snow to insulate the ice. We have some bias towards warmer temperatures in late April and early May. And the outlook is the likelihood of flooding due to ice jams is average, and the amount of snowpack increases the likelihood of snowmelt flooding, especially in the middle Yukon, the Tanana, and the Koyukuk. So it is still early. These are just the initial predictions. As breakup progresses, we'll be posting updates on the Alaska Weather Show, as well as our website. That will be as soon as we have the information. So to look at our breakup map, you can see that on the web at www.weather.gov/aprfc. So this is Selena Van Breukelen. I'm with the Alaska Pacific River Forecast Center, and this is your breakup forecast. Thank you.
Riverwatch is a safety and preparedness program organized by the National Weather Service's Alaska Pacific River Forecast Center and the State of Alaska's Emergency Operations Center. For the latest updates on Riverwatch, head to weather.gov/aprfc.